this isn't off Steve Rogers anymore. It's a brand new Captain America, and we have feelings.
A lot of feelings.
Let's get into it. Hello there, Clapperheads, and welcome to a brand new edition of ClapperTalks. I'm Nick Dorian.
And I'm Kelvin Tay.
And yes, we have a brand new Captain America. Sam Wilson is now in the glorious red, white, and blue suit. And unlike Falcon and Winter Soldier, this one was all right.
I feel like this is more of an extended version of
Falcon
and Winter Soldier.
It felt very TV series, right?
It really, I have a lot of negative things to say about it, right? From the CGI, from the acting, from the characters, from this and that.
We'll get into that.
Yeah, we will get into that. We will definitely get into that.
Wilson. Thanks for coming in.
Well, thank you for the invite, sir. I have to admit, I'm still getting used to the new look.
They said lose the mustache or lose the election. You and I haven't always agreed in the past, but I want to make another run at making Captain America an official military position.
And if we disagree on how to manage a situation, then what happens?
From the get-go, it looks too, if I may say, from an editor standpoint, it's too bright.
Let's just put it this way, let's be brutally honest about the show.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's mid.
Okay. In my notes, I have two things.
Okay.
The first one is forgettable.
Okay.
The second one is lackluster.
I would say shallow.
Okay.
And yeah, lackluster would be a damn good word for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shallow and lackluster. Because there was a lot of glitter, not much depth.
A lot of glitter, not much depth. Yes, you can definitely put it that way as
because
well.
There's a lot of bang, 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 shoot, shoot, action, action, action. But then you think about the story and it's like, what really was the story?
Yeah, if you want to put it that way, I watched it last week as of this recording.
Yeah.
Watched it in IMAX, watched it in 1U, and I was smacked right center. You know, I made sure I got the best seat, right? So I could see everything. Now, when I say everything, I saw everything. The good, the bad, the ugly. Right? And it's more ugly than everything else because when you mentioned that this felt more like a TV series than it was a film, it definitely struck true because you can see from the fighting, from the CGI, from a lot of parts where it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You feel like, where did the budget go to? What happened to the previous CGI team? What happened to the story?
Yeah.
And we did have a conversation after the film, and we said something along the lines of they had 3 reshoots or something along the lines of that.
And I think it really shows, like, thinking about the story again, like you said, it was confusing what point was here, and it's very obvious the reshoots did a lot of damage to it.
Yeah.
Because characters were taken out. One of the WWE wrestlers, Seth Rollins, had a huge role as one of the Hawks agent. I can't remember that agency. He was one of the foot soldiers, and he played apparently a relatively important role. His character got cut.
Completely
cut.
Okay.
So, like, if that character could get cut, what other probably vital scenes were missing from Captain America that could have made it better?
Right.
Because, okay, let's get into the characters because that, I think, is one of the major issues with it. First of all, you've got the new Falcon. Danny Ramirez. Which, to his credit, does a good job. He's fun. He brings a great energy into it.
He was also from the TV series itself.
Yes.
Right.
But what happened is no depth. Like, what's the character story? Like,
I felt like he was just there for like the slapstick comedy part of the show where he brings the hee ha ha and nothing else. And okay, fine, he has the old suit, but everything else was just like, okay, yeah, he was there. Yeah, fine, sure.
Yeah. Like with Sam Wilson's first introduction in Captain America Civil War, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no. Was it Civil War? No. What was before Civil War? The introduction of Bucky as the Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier?
Winter Soldier.
Yeah, it's Captain America, the Winter Soldier 2014.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Winter Soldier. That introduction of Sam Wilson's Falcon, by the end of it, you got that relationship between Cap and Sam Wilson. You can see that bond. I don't see it with this.
Yep.
We're supposed to already accept there is a bond. But and this will be a spoiler. It's been a month. It's been a week and a half. Fucking spoilers. I don't care anymore. We need to talk about this. That moment when we see Falcon like injured, fully injured out, not even knowing whether he'll make it out alive.
Mm-hmm.
And Sam is standing over there, clearly emotional.
Yep.
But like, that feel. Because you don't have that backstory to truly understand the emotional weight of it. You just have, okay, they're friends, but
and that's about it.
Yeah.
And that's about it. He feels like a very expendable character.
Yes.
And I'm talking about the new Falcon himself, right? He feels like a very expendable character. And even for Anthony Mackie's Captain America. Yeah, fine. I love the new suit. I have to admit, I love the new suit. I love the addition of the Wakanda technology.
Yes.
I love how it can deflect, absorb, and also also release the kinetic energy that it was receiving.
Yeah.
And that's about all I like about his new suit, because reason why I've been so nitpicky about this film, all right, is that Captain America has always been that super soldier, you know, that glory, or like, what's the right word for it? The
Great
pinnacle.
American hero?
Yes, yeah, that one, right? Great American hero. He has super strength, super speed, yada yada, everything. But when Anthony Mackie's Captain America came in, he don't have the super soldier serum.
Yeah.
But he could tank hits.
Yes.
Right? Side note, a lot of the foot soldiers that were shooting at him have not thought of, like, shooting his legs.
Oh, no, they're like the stormtroopers.
Yeah. Anyways, he don't have super strength, no super speed, no super anything.
Yeah.
He is just...
He's just human.
He
really is just a man.
That can fly and was holding Captain America's shield. That's about it.
Yeah.
Right?
But I will argue with you on a point. I actually really enjoyed that fact. And I wish they moved further and delved deeper into that, because there is a huge conversation between Sam Wilson being really not a real superhero in that sense. He's just a man in a suit similar to Batman. And then you've got the OG Captain America, Isaiah Bradley. You know, there is that connecting story of legacy and also the African American, like that power that they have, that these are the superheroes. But they just didn't delve deep enough into that, into explaining anything, and just when it went over just what's the word for it? Again, like shallow is the only word I can think of. Like it just barely scratched the surface. That's it.
Lacklustering.
Yes.
In my opinion. Because one of the big reasons why I used that word, it was lackluster, is because if you look at Sam Wilson's character in this film, in Captain America Brave New World, he felt like a side character. He felt like a supporting character in his own film.
Ah, that's interesting.
Because
I didn't quite see it like that, but it's interesting. Why? Yeah.
Okay. This is him trying to redeem himself to be the next Captain America.
Yeah.
There is the whole world's weight on him, right? And then you have Harrison Ford's character, Theodore Ross, there as well. And then you have Shira Haas's Sabra.
Again,
and also
wasted.
No, for me, the most wasted one is
Giancarlo Esposito.
That one, Sidewinder's character.
Yep.
Why was he there in the first place? But going back to my point, right?
Okay, we'll get to that.
Why I said he felt like a supporting character in his own film is because the plot was everywhere. You don't know who to focus on. You don't know who was like, okay, I know he's the hero. I know he is the hero. I know we're here to watch him.
Yep.
But everything he does, from plot to story to action, just felt like he was as expendable as the new Falcon as well.
Yeah.
Him not being in the film doesn't change much also.
Again, depth. There's no proper sort of emotional weight or emotional grab that we can latch onto. There's nothing. You just walk out of the cinema going,
that's just another superhero film.
Yeah. Now, okay, touching on Sable and Sidewinder.
Yeah. Sabra.
Saber, Sabra. We'll do our research. But those two characters in particular, I feel were a huge, huge, huge waste.
I just want to add one more.
Yeah.
You mentioned Sabra Sidewinder. I also want to add Samuel Stern, aka the leader, the main bad guy.
Oh my goodness!
Tim Blake Nelson's character.
I completely forgot.
Yeah.
we'll get to that.
This tree was like a complete WTF. Like, why are you here?
Yeah.
What is your purpose?
Yeah.
And if you are the big bad guy, why don't you feel like the big bad guy? Like, yeah.
I mean, I know what Marvel was trying to do. It's their old trick of, in the trailers, let's make it seem like this guy is the big bad of the film. But in actual fact, surprise, bitch, cameo.
Right.
This is the big bad. But it didn't quite work out this way, simply because Giancarlo Esposito's character, Sidewinder, was brought in at the last minute. I think there's the second reshoot. And it's like, okay, what's his take on it? Because let's face it, we think Giancarlo Esposito, we're going to think, oh, this is going to be intense. It's going to be dramatic. It's going to be fantastic. And then he's on screen for maybe like 10 minutes in total and has absolutely no relevance to the plotline whatsoever, except to get Captain America from A to B.
Yeah.
That's it. And then Saber. Again, first Marvel Israeli superhero. That's massive. And that's what we got.
Yeah.
That is the biggest disservice you could do to the character.
The only point I enjoyed about her was the lore that she is a ex-widow.
Yeah.
And that's all.
That got turned around because in the comics, she was an ex-widow. This is purely made for the film. I mean, I hope we get to see more of her because it will be a massive waste if we don't. Sidewinder, I'm good if we don't see him anymore. It's good. But I would want to see more of Saber.
Yeah.
Now, shall we talk about Harrison Ford? The last one.
Before we go to Harrison Ford, I just want to add Samuel Stern's character.
Oh yes, Samuel Stern.
The leader,
good
right?
Lord, I keep forgetting.
Forgettable, right? I would say him playing the big bad, like, oh, I've been in prison for 20 years. You know, I've been plotting this for like 20 years. And then what? Everything that, all the statistics that he mentioned or he planned out was immediately eliminated.
Yeah.
You know who was a better big bad than him? Zemo.
Yes.
Zemo from the TV series itself in that, 6-7 episode. Yeah. He had more depth, more character, more everything.
You loved Zemo by the end of Falcon Winter Soldier.
You love to hate him and you hate to love him.
Yes.
Right? He's like, is he good? Is he bad? You don't know. But he lived for himself, right? Come on.
Yeah, this just felt like they were trying to add cameos from Incredible Hulk. Because this is, regardless, it's an Incredible Hulk sequel.
Yes.
It's not a Falcon. It's not a Falcon film.
I was just about to go there because I feel like this film is trying their best to actually tie in that film.
Yes.
Right. The very first MCU, I would say.
The Edward Norton Incredible Hulk, not the Bana.
Yeah, no.
Not the Ang Lee.
Yeah,
Let's make a comic book film.
I just feel like they're just trying to tie up loose ends.
Yes.
And for what, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't see the point. I felt like they could have just moved forward with like a new big bad, for example.
I feel, and I may be wrong, this is just my theory, because they were going to do the World War Hulk series at some point.
Yep. We were already introduced to his son.
Yes.
Right.
So now we've got Red Hulk. So maybe they are going to try introducing different Hulks to lead up to World War Hulk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Remember Whiplash from Iron Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's as forgettable as Samuel Stern.
But you never forget about the bird.
Yeah, no.
He loved bird.
No. Anyways, let's move on to Harrison Ford.
Love bird. Love the bird.
No bird. No bird. No bird.
Yeah, so last but not least, before we go for a quick break, is Harrison Ford.
Red Hulk.
Now, I know there's a lot of mixed opinions out there, but I am on the camp of it's Harrison Ford. He'll do what he wants at this point, and I love what he has done with General Ross. Because he's like, Harrison Ford don't care anymore and do what he wants when he wants, and it's very obvious with this.
I believe I had a conversation with you about this where I feel like in this film specifically, it feels like Harrison Ford is doing this just for the paycheck.
I mean, he has said it.
Yeah. I mean, he's not shy about that, right?
Yeah, he's not.
But it just feels like... I got no nice words. I love Harrison Ford, right? I love Indiana Jones. I love Han Solo. But this one specifically, it's not it. It's really, really not it.
I am enjoying this era of Harrison Ford films. Like, even people might not like Dial of Destiny. I'm like, hey, Harrison Ford is indie again. Fuck it. But this, I'm also like, this is just Air Force One, just amped up for superhero levels. I'm fine with that. It's Harrison Ford.
I mean, we can talk about this in the break, but just a fun fact, you know how many minutes Red Hulk was on screen?
Oh yeah, you said, but I forgot.
Yeah, 4 minutes.
4 minutes, right?
4 minutes.
And I was shocked by that. I thought he appeared for much longer, and I'm like,
no,
4 minutes.
No, there were teasers about him trying to change to the Red Hulk, but he was suppressing it. Right?
Yeah.
He was like doing the breathing exercises and everything.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was just like I mean, let's save it for the break.
Because there's 2 points in the third act I think we should touch on.
Yeah.
And we'll get onto that after the break.
This. 3, 2, 1.
Not that hard. I heard your rib go. You need a minute?
Nope. Let's get this over with. I got shit to do today.
So I think it would be amiss at this point not to talk about the third act. Because I feel that is where
Cherry blossoms bloom.
I lost it at that point.
Yeah.
Like the third act, it became a matter of, oh wait, that's it.
Wait. Just for a refresher on my end, what is the third act?
Okay. At this point, we are guessing you have seen the film.
Yeah.
It's been out for a week and a half.
If you clicked on the video,
it says spoiler in the description.
Yeah.
You were warned. So with spoilers, okay? Don't come after us. The third act
spoiler.
when Red Hulk goes back into Thaddeus Ross of like, my daughter. Oh, no.
Wait.
Oh, no, it wasn't the daughter. It's like, think of your daughter.
Oh, yeah.
And then there is the brain dude. What's his face again?
We'll just call him the leader.
The leader. The leader of like, I will surrender. You're coming to jail with me. I will go willingly. And I literally was like, no. There must be... No. The more minutes that went on, the more I was like, no. This can't be the end. This cannot be the end. It was the most anticlimactic ending I think Marvel has ever done. Because you have all this fight sequence into... Oh, he's normal and he surrendered. Wait.
Why?
Why did he surrender? Like the lead up to the surrender made no sense. And maybe that's the issue. That he suddenly, I not surrender. Why? Why suddenly change your heart? What happened? Like
and just be mindful that he was planning this entire thing for 20 years underground.
Yeah.
Right? He can do mind control.
By right. He could have done everything.
And the fight scene for the entire Hulk versus Sam Wilson was so boring.
Yeah.
It was like it had more dialogue than it had punches. And the punches to me, the entire time they were fighting, I just feel like it's so potong steam. You know?
Exactly. It's so anticlimactic.
It's
it
one
really
of the most
is.
It's one of the most potong steam fight scene in the entirety of MCU, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I go online and I see people talking about it, and everyone's like, "Oh, this is one of the best Captain American film." I was like, "Is it though?
Is it though? No. No. Yeah, because like I was expecting more of a fight because we got to that point. Oh, he's going down. Oh, he's gonna get angry again. He's gonna get angry. Oh no, he's not. He's put off to prison. Oh, and then
that's all.
And then the Brainiac dude is here. Oh shit. Oh, it's going down.
Yeah, you would assume shit's about to go down, but then no,
surrender.
It's just,
Oh, the end.
Yeah, and then let's just move past the whole third act and just go into the sorry, what is it called again? The teaser trailer at the end. The post credit scene. Yeah, post credit scene was as vague as any other MCU film. It's like, oh, you gotta be prepared for what's coming next. And it's like, there's always something coming next in MCU, bro. There's always something coming after. Yeah, right.
Now, I feel one of the biggest letdowns of this film, which I think I discussed with you that day, was Isaiah Bradley. I want an Isaiah Bradley series or a movie because that character has shown how much depth there is to grab onto, but hasn't yet. This is essentially a slave who was a guinea pig for the super serum.
He was one of the few first.
Yes. And when it failed, got thrown into prison for 30 years. That is a story I am dying to see, especially with this Captain America showing what America was like at that time. But maybe they're not brave enough to tell that kind of a story just yet, because it would showcase America in a very bad light. It would force them to look at their slavery past and deal with it. But I don't think they're ready yet for that. But
it would be a damn good story, that's for sure.
It would, because out of all the characters, that was the one that I was like, I want more of you.
Yep.
And the actor as well does a fantastic job with Isaiah Bradley.
I feel like right now, just based on the TV series and this film specifically, his character has been fleshed out in terms of both lore and depth, right? But if you have to have let's not be optimistic and say that he will get his own film, right? Let's just say even a TV series, for example, a 6-episode one-off about his time when he was being tested on like a pre-super soldier serum and how it led up. That would be amazing. Yeah. But one can hope.
One can only hope.
One can only hope, yes.
And with Marvel, it's a big hope.
On the scale, where would you put Captain America Brave New World?
What did we call this scale again? The clapper meter.
Yeah, clapper meter, yes.
It's been missing for a while. So the clapper meter in the middle somewhere here. Yeah, there we go. I would give this 4.
Yeah, a solid 4 for me too.
4 as well.
I was about to say 2 out of 5, but yeah, 4 is about right. Yes.
I wanted to say 5, and then I was like, is that being a bit too generous?
Yeah,
4.
No.
I would give it a 4.
I would give it a solid 4 too. It's a filler MCU film to lead up to something else that vaguely would be great eventually.
Yes. It's not as shit as the Eternals.
I'm just gonna put this out here. I've told you this before, but I feel MCU died at Endgame.
Yes.
MCU died at Endgame, and that's all I'm gonna say.
They've had like a few hits, but majority misses at this point. Loki so far has been the shining grace.
Yep. Yeah, okay. That's all. That's all.
Don't forget, you can follow us on all our social media. It's here, there, ClapperCorn, at ClapperCorn, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
And if you want to learn more about the Malaysian podcasting landscape, you can go to www.renegadeplus.com or find us on Instagram at RRP Malaysia.
There you go. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, keep watching the movies.
Goodbye. His name is Nick. My name is Cal. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.